Good morning, everyone. So here I am at work. I'm just sitting in my car. Got here about 40 minutes early just so I could find a parking. As you know, you guys, living in New York City, parking it could be a little bit difficult. Um, and as I sat here, I'm just thinking about my students and just to know, for me, being a teacher is an honor. It's such a privilege. And I feel such privilege to be a New York City certified teacher. I'm so privileged to have this opportunity to work with children and students with disabilities. And as I think about them, I always make sure that I put them individually above everything else, because they do come to you with different issues. They may not have had a good morning, they may not have had a good night. So before you begin to teach them something, check in to see how they are, because it's really important to meet them at their point of need, whatever that need may be, because there's something called the ABC chart. So I use that in my daily practice. A is for antecedent, B is for behavior, and C is for consequences. The antecedent happens before the behavior. So as I think about them, I always say to myself, and I think about Maslow, the philosopher Maslow, and he talks about the hierarchy of needs. So if a child come into your classroom and they're hungry, they're not going to learn. If they're going through a lot of things at home, learning is not the priority. So how do you come in with a lesson and have that lesson be successful? It becomes successful when you put those children's needs first. Then the lesson will go accordingly. But it won't go well if you don't understand their needs and help them to meet that need. That lesson will go out the window. What you thought you set up for, spent all night doing, all weekend putting together, you have this great lesson, but the students have to also show up. And they are there, they show up. But how do you ensure that they receive what you have for them? You have to ensure that they are also okay. All right, you guys, so that's my tip for the day. Guys, thank you for being my subscribers. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. So see you next time. Love you. Bye.